At Utah Valley University, what was meant to be a political speech turned into a national tragedy. In front of an audience of about 3,000 people, a gunshot rang out during Charlie Kirk's address. The crowd panicked, rushing for safety in all directions. Kirk was immediately taken to the hospital, but later, President Donald Trump confirmed that he had passed away. Within just 48 hours, authorities arrested the prime suspect. This is considered unusually fast for an investigation of such magnitude. The speed was possible thanks to strong interagency cooperation, heavy media attention, and crucially, public involvement. Over 11,000 tips poured in within 33 hours, a massive number, fueled in part by the $100,000 reward offered early in the investigation. One striking detail is that the suspect's father recognized his son in surveillance images released by police. He reportedly urged him to turn himself in and worked with a family friend to notify law enforcement. This highlights an important reality. In many high-profile cases, it is those closest to the suspect, family, friends, or acquaintances, who provide the key breakthrough, rather than anonymous tip lines. Investigators also recovered the rifle used in the attack, footprints, and crucial video evidence from attendees. Of particular interest were the etchings and messages carved into the bullets. Some carried political slogans like Bella Ciao and anti-fascist phrases, while others were mocking or immature in tone. Experts say this inconsistency suggests the suspect was not a disciplined ideologue, but rather someone seeking attention, combining political overtones with immaturity and a desire for notoriety. At the moment, the suspect is in custody but refusing to cooperate. He has remained silent, declining to answer questions about his motive or the planning of the attack. Analysts suggest that this may be on the advice of family or legal counsel rather than defiance alone. As a result, investigators now rely heavily on forensic evidence, digital footprints, and eyewitness testimony to build their case. Commentators have raised several key points about the broader implications. First, the attack exposes vulnerabilities at public events in the U.S. Even with security present, a single oversight, such as a gunman gaining access to a rooftop, can have devastating consequences. Second, the suspect's behavior reflects the dangerous blend of extremism and attention-seeking that often drives political violence. Not all attackers are motivated solely by ideology. Many are drawn by the desire to be seen and remembered. And third, while the swift arrest and community cooperation demonstrate resilience in the American system, the incident raises urgent questions about prevention. How can authorities detect and stop these threats before they turn deadly? A detailed 30-minute press conference by Utah's governor and the FBI offered more transparency than usual in such cases. Yet important questions remain unanswered. How did the suspect access the university rooftop if he wasn't a student? How long had he been preparing? Did his family know about his weapons training? And ultimately, why was Charlie Kirk targeted? The assassination of Charlie Kirk is not only a political shock, but also a grim warning about the rising tide of violence in American public life. Even though the suspect is behind bars, the impact of this attack will resonate for a long time, fueling debates over security, political extremism, and the fragility of civic spaces.